Come to our second annual Potluck Matsuri, April 21st through the 23rd, 2023 in Denver, Colorado. Tickets on sale now at scalesciencerc.com.
You are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day. When we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day. You are my lucky charm. I hold you close in the night in my arms. And when we open our eyes, my worries fade away. 'Cause you gave me your heart in the light of day, in the light of day.
Welcome to week 3 of our Redcat RDS build series. In this week's episode, we're on the hunt for mechanical grip and make some modifications on multiple components to help do just that. Then, we'll upgrade our stock steering system to something that we know and trust with the job. We wrap up today talking about some of the future aesthetics and preparations for our upcoming RDS meetup at the Scale Science Potluck Matsuri. Stick around, here comes the good stuff. Week 3's most valuable upgrade has got to be this high battery mount that we pieced together with some simple standoffs from Amazon. We custom printed some 3D riser plates and used some 4x12mm button head screws to reattach the top battery end plates. You'll need 2 M3 nylock nuts to reattach the upper brace at the rear. You can reuse your factory hardware at the front and lower location. You'll also need 2 12mm grub screws or all threaded screws to reattach the risers for the front at the servo location. Lastly, we omitted the lower brace when reassembling and utilized that extra space to move our gyro from the upper brace to the lower deck. Should optimize our performance. It will also raise our center of gravity in the car, allowing it to have a lot more body roll and allow it to build grip on throttle much easier. Overall, a very simple installation and modification to your chassis that offers a really advantageous performance increase. And it didn't hurt that aesthetically it looks very similar to a factory installation. Check it off the list. Next, we opted for some 48mm Reve-D lower arms. These arms allowed us to narrow our rear track width, getting the car to lean and pitch harder while in drift. And remember our shims on the toe blocks? We were able to move our arm another 6mm forward. We're at the max angle that our drive cup will allow before it's going to begin contacting the CVA. But damn, does it make some grip now. These arms, however, were the turning point for irreversible modifications needed to our factory parts, including cutting down our factory turnbuckles with a Dremel to allow them to adjust down to a short enough size for our new shorter arm. We also had to replace the inner part of our CVA axle with a 44mm option from 3 Racing that comes factory on the D5. Lastly, we replaced the outer hub carrier with the Reve-D option and had to narrow our outer pins by about 10mm to fit within the factory Reve-D arm. We've also been debeating our rear tires, so today we're going to put on some of these top line high flex rear wheels with some new foam tape. Get those tires stuck on there and they'll hold all the grip we can throw at them. With the chassis' grip level improved, now it's time to turn to this lackluster steering performance. Watch here. Did you see that wave? That's translating to a much slower exit speed and a very unpredictable car while you're in drift. So while this might make for some boring content, here comes the all-new V4 gyro. It's revolutionary. Just kidding, it's simple, it works, and we love it at Scale Science. We also went with a Reve-D RSSTA servo. We know that works, programmable, and we have them at the shop. Order one today, scalesciencerc.com. We take it to the track for a quick shakedown just to ensure all of our settings are feeling fine. This is out of the box, no programming. Super buttery smooth. Some people say that they will feel slow. On the RDS it felt just right. Let's do a side-by-side comparison of that first clip. That was pretty quick. And the wave with a smooth sailor on the right. Oh yeah, that's looking way better. With our chassis modifications complete for the week, let's jump back on the scales and see where we land. It's showing a 34 to 66% front to rear weight bias with a 50-50 side to side weight bias. Not too shabby. Definitely could use a little more skinnying up on the scales, so maybe we could do something about that in the weeks to come. With the performance gains felt, it's clear this chassis is gonna perform, so I think it's time that we skin it to win it and get this thing comp ready. We also have our second annual Matsuri coming up in April, and we're going to take the opportunity to have a Redcat RDS meetup. We want you to come help us film a future episode of the Redcat RDS series. So bring your Redcats and come shred some doors at our second annual Potluck Matsuri, April 21st through the 23rd, 2023 in Denver, Colorado.
Trying to get the panorama shot, whole world getting blurry to me, answers getting lost. So I watch my back and keep it moving to the front, and remember that the world's yours, do it how you want. You've been waiting here for too long, think it's time for you to move on. Realize that there's real lies in these real times to be strong.
I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes, watching all this time slip by. Now I realize, you know I've been waiting.
Forever grinding, waiting for my time to shine just like a diamond. But life is rough and I ain't with that funny stuff. I use it all as motivation, but it's hard to have the patience. Watching time fly by might be the hardest thing I have to do in life. Frustrated that I ain't where I want to be yet, but I know that I'ma make it if I chase that check. Yes.
Cause I done seen the time go by for too many years now when the stars were aligned. Cause I done seen the time go by. Yeah, I done seen the time go by.
I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes, watching all this time slip by. Now I realize, I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes, watching all this time slip by. Now I realize, you know I've been waiting.
Please help me.